Hey Tigers and Tiger families, welcome back to the world's greatest elementary school. I'm Mr. Abbey, your Dean of Students. We are so excited that in the next few weeks, we're going to be welcoming students back to Shadow Lake. We want to spend a few minutes showing you all what we're doing to make sure all of our Tigers stay safe and healthy as they return to school. In this video, we want to show you what a typical day will look like for our students who are attending our AM or PM hybrid learning model. Prior to coming to campus each day, every student and staff member will need to fill out a daily health attestation form. Each day, you'll get an email from Tahoma Daily Health Screening. You also have the option of receiving a link via text message. Please review the questions on the survey and click anything that would apply to your student's general health. If none of the answers apply, you can click none of the above and click the next button. You will then be asked if your student is displaying any symptoms. If they're not, you can click none of these and click the next button. The final question will ask if your student is going to be on campus for that day. You can answer the question and then click next. After completing the survey, you'll get a green check mark, which means your student is approved to be on campus that day. Or based on your answers, your child may get a red X. If they receive a red X screen, that means they should not come to campus that day. If the red X is displayed, the survey will also give you information about how you can schedule a free COVID-19 test at the Tahoma Drive-Up testing site at Tahoma High School. Before coming to school, make sure your backpack is packed and ready for the day. Have any school supplies that your teacher has asked you to bring to and from school. Also, make sure you leave your computers at home. You'll need those for any asynchronous specialist lessons and also any classwork your teacher assigns to you. In your backpack, you're going to want to carry clean, extra masks. You may even want to put those in Ziploc bags and have a bag for dirty masks. Remember, one to wear and one as a spare. Students will also want to check that their scannable student ID card is attached to their backpack. It'll be scanned each day prior to entering campus. They'll also want to make sure that their pickup number is attached as well. Students are also encouraged to bring a pre-filled, reusable water bottle, as drinking fountains will not be open at Shadow Lake. Our recess and SEL paraeducators are now going to demonstrate for us what a typical day may look like. For those of you riding the bus, make sure you wear your mask at all times at the bus stop, and also try to physically distance yourself from your schoolmates. When you get on the bus, please remember to wear your mask at all times. There will be no eating or drinking allowed on the bus. When you sit down, please sit one student per seat. It is okay to sit next to a family member. Students riding the bus will also want to bundle up, wearing jackets, hats, and maybe even gloves, as windows and vents will be open to maximize clean airflow. Upon arriving at Shadow Lake, students will use the sidewalks to walk to the check-in areas. The sidewalks have all been marked with tiger paws so students can stand 6 feet apart while waiting to be checked in. Prior to entering the building each day, every student's scannable ID card will be scanned. This will display the results from your student's daily health attestation check. When students enter the building, we encourage them to put on hand sanitizer before heading to their classroom. If a student arrives to Shadow Lake without their daily health check attestation being completed, they won't be allowed to go to their classrooms. Instead, they'll be sent to the gym while we await a daily health attestation check to be performed by the parent. Families dropping their student off for school will use the Shadow Lake parking lot's front drop-off lane. Drop-off will begin at 8:05 a.m. for our morning session and 12:05 p.m. for our PM session. Pull all the way forward in the pickup lane to where a staff member will greet your cars.
Good morning! Welcome to the world's greatest elementary school. How are you today?
When dropping your student off at Shadow Lake,
It's important that all drivers remain in their vehicles. It is okay to exit your vehicle if your child needs help unbuckling from a child safety harness. Students being dropped off will also go through a check-in process where their student ID card will be scanned, displaying the results of their daily health attestation check. Upon entering campus, we encourage all students to again apply hand sanitizer before going to class.
Good morning. So nice to see you. Welcome to school. Good morning.
Hand sanitizer dispensers will also be available in each classroom for students to hand sanitize when entering the rooms. All students will be seated in their classrooms socially distanced at least 6 feet from classmates.
Yes, Dawn. Can I use the restroom? Yes, you may.
One student per class at a time may be out of their classrooms to use the bathroom. To help maintain safe social distancing, only 2 students will be allowed in the bathroom at a time. Waiting dots are on the floor outside of each bathroom.
Jeremy.
Can you drink water?
Yes, you may. You can go right over there.
To get a drink of water, students will use the water bottles that they filled and brought from home.
That was a great math lesson. Now let's take a brain break. Yay!
Although students won't be going outside for recesses while at school, they will be given short brain breaks in between lessons. Students will maintain social distancing in their classroom by staying at their assigned desk or table. Students will also be using their own school supplies and won't be sharing supplies with classmates. Students will be encouraged to wash their hands or use hand sanitizer every time they come in their classroom or leave their classroom.
As it's time to get ready to go home. Now don't forget to do your asynchronous assignments when you get home. There's going to be a specialist one and a writing assignment.
Before students are dismissed, teachers will give their classes their instructions for what to do during their asynchronous time. To help maintain social distancing, limited numbers of students will be allowed up out of their seats at any given time to retrieve their materials.
All right, those of you who ordered breakfast and lunch, we're going to grab those from the cart on our way out.
Students who ordered breakfast or lunch will be provided grab-and-go meals in their classrooms to take home each day prior to leaving.
Now it's time to clean our desks, and I will come around, I'll give you a spray, and then you can wipe down your desk.
Students' desks or tables will be sanitized each day prior to students leaving. When greeting others or saying goodbye, we encourage you to use an air high five or an air handshake instead of traditional handshake, hug, or high five.
All right, remember that's what you're working on during your asynchronous time. Now let's get in the line to leave.
When walking through the halls, classes will maintain social distancing as much as possible, staying at least an arm's length apart from the person in front of them. Students who are being picked up after school will wait in our pickup waiting area by the front gate in the courtyard. Socially distanced tiger paws have been painted on the ground for students to wait for their name or number to be called. When arriving at Shadow Lake to pick up your students, we ask that all drivers remain in their vehicles. Vehicles with their number displayed in their dash will be sent down the right side pickup lane. Those vehicles without numbers will be sent down the middle aisle where a staff member will greet you.
Molly, 26 is here. 26.
All right, 26. Your ride's here. All right, there you go. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bubbles.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Bubbles.
We are excited to begin welcoming back our students to the world's greatest elementary school.
All right, Tigers, we are so excited for you to come back. And whether you're remote or hybrid, our community of Shadow Lake learners is going to stick together the rest of this year. We are so excited for everything that's about to happen. And remember, it's a great day to be a Tiger.